Hello and welcome back to the channel. So the other day I did a video on how to download certain hosts files and combine them into one, but it turned out way too long, like an hour or so. So here's the too long didn't watch version of that. Basically what I did is install the Windows feature called Windows Subsystem for Linux, which can be found here. That's the one. And after that's done, you need to go to your regular settings and activate developer mode, this one, so you can access the Ubuntu shell. So this will give you a full Linux environment where you can script and do stuff. If you're a seasoned Linux user, then this will give you a lot of power. I like this very much, but don't forget to deactivate the developer modus after you're done, because the developer mode will allow you to install unsigned store apps, and yeah, if you're not careful enough, then this could get you in trouble. So what did I create using this? First of all, I combined lots of hosts file like the mvps.org hosts file, which is this thing, and you can already see it's huge. Now, what do these host files do? They block all those tracking websites or advertisement websites that are embedded in websites that you want to view without being distracted, like Facebook, YouTube, whatever you have. So those files can get pretty lengthy. This has about 500 kilobytes or something. And then there's something called the Pi hole, and the Pi hole is a Raspberry Pi distribution that also does the same stuff. And yeah, it also has this add lists list in there where you can get a lot of those websites that you can block and use them to not see all the shitty stuff on the internet, like advertisements or being tracked by people. And I have used all those safe ones here. I did not check the blacked out ones, but those are probably good too. But really, those deemed safe, considered safe, are enough for us at the moment. And besides the Pi hole, there's another one called NoTrack. NoTrack is another Raspberry Pi router distribution that will block all tracking websites. And I also extracted the malicious sites from that one and the full trackers list. You can see you can get all those lists for free on the internet, posted publicly on GitHub, websites like the MVP host file, and different projects. But you need to download them and combine them. So how do we do that? Well, I wrote a little script. I can show you the script. I'm just changing the color scheme so you can better read it. I don't know how to increase the font size. I hope you can read it good. So wget is the command to download all those files, and I saved them in the first, the second, and the third up to the 10th hosts file. Then I run dusty Unix on all those host files so I can get the line breaks in the Unix format. After that, I just filter them for all the comments that are in there. Some of those have very specific formatting. I removed the formatting and add them to the needs prefix file, which adds the default prefix, which is 0.0.0.0, which redirects those URLs to something empty. It just stops the DNS inquiry and therefore stops loading any content from those websites. So once that's done, we basically combine the files, sort all the URLs alphabetically, then do a lot more filtering. After the filtering is done, we just add our own stuff that we want in there, like the 127.0.0.1 localhost redirection, and the same for IPv6. Once this is added, we apply unique, which will filter out all the double entries in there in the host file. And yeah, this is just to clean up all the access files that I've created that we don't need. And then we apply Unix to DOS, so we get the Windows line breaks on the hosts file, so we can actually use it. So this script can be run once a week maybe to update the hosts file from those block lists. So you can block those advertisement sites and tracker sites and virus sites. And how do you install such a block list? So I've already copied the block list to our Windows 10 virtual machine. In the Windows 10 virtual machine, you need to run a command shell as admin and run this little file. This little file backs up your current hosts file, so if you are using a customly crafted hosts file, this will not be lost. It will be backed up to hosts MVP, and the new one will be copied in right here. So in your Windows directory system32 drivers etc, this is where the host file lives. And after that's done, you can basically use the filtering, but the DNS cache will be slowed down a lot by this big host file. The host file is about 3.5 megs, 3.24 megs, which is pretty huge, and it will delay your DNS queries for, let's say, half a minute or something. To get rid of this delay, we just disable the DNS cache. And by doing that, every time you call the website, it will do a DNS query for you, applying all those filters and then going to the website. But yeah, some people would say that disabling the DNS cache will slow you down, but I don't think so, because we're blocking all those websites and thereby removing a lot of the DNS queries. So it's actually speeding you up a little bit by doing that. After all that's done, you of course need to run this script. So you change directory to your desktop or wherever you have the script lying around, and then you just run it. Okay, you can see that xcopy copied the file and backed up your old file, and also disabled the service, the DNS cache service. So this will disable it for the next reboot and all consequently reboots, but for now it might still be running, so it's better to reboot your PC, then you can block all those websites. Thank you for watching. I hope it helped you browse the web safer, faster, and with less annoying advertisements, less tracking. If you liked this, please leave a comment, subscribe, and if you want those scripts, this one and the script I created to download and create the hosts file, you can find them in the video description. Thank you very much. Bye bye.